Class, listen up please, okay? This is part 2 of history lessons of old school reviewers for you newcomers, okay? So please behave and watch. Thank you, and I will talk to you after the video.
Alright, so next one.
Oh, right.
Kerosene.
Yeah, I've got really interesting stuff for this one. John Pegg. So, John, I mean, I loved his reviews. Obviously, they've been taken down because it's a conflict of interest since he made his own brand, his own line.
The first guy in the
community. And by the way, I fucking love his fragrances. I don't know if you've tried Copper Skies.
Yes.
Or, oh geez, what's the coffee one?
I don't know what it's called, but Mark gave me a sample, and wow.
And I have a review of it, and it's escaping me right now. I'm like kind of all over the place. But my God, is that he has an amazing line. I love just about every one of his fragrances. But long story short, he approached me, because again, this was back when there was like 15 of us, and I did his original photography for his bottles.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he sent me he had empty bottles, and I did, if you go on Google, you'll see all the rustic photos with like tools and tractors and shit in the background that was taken on my property.
He was a soft-spoken man. Super
nice. He paid me in rude elements. He sent me a bottle of that for the photography, and the rest is history. He's an awesome guy. I love his stuff.
Rags Frags 34. Creed
Yes.
Lover.
Yep.
Really nice guy. Stays out of the BS.
Yep.
Stays out of the drama. He's very much like Steve in Redolessence. Bipartisan. Just keeps himself.
Yeah, I remember he had to change his name from like whatever Creed
Frags 34 or something like that.
Another one whose taste I absolutely adore, and he's just a really nice guy, means well, and likes to keep it, casual and simple.
Yeah. The bag's getting empty slowly.
I would go hang out with Rice Frag. Like a lot of these guys I would hang with.
Makers.
This one sucks.
Yeah.
So clearly we lost MyMickers a couple days ago. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. That fucked me up for a couple days. Like I stayed home from work the day that I found out because I grew up with him. Like whoever wants to sit there and say that there's no validity in how you're feeling because you haven't met somebody in person. MyMickers invited us to his fucking wedding, by the way. Like when there's not very many of us, we were invited to his wedding to Amanda. Like I sent him a free bottle of pure malt when it was $250 a bottle. Like we had a great relationship, and we just grew up helping each other and pushing each other.
Yeah.
And he's just like a little light for the community, and always just had a good time with it. So. And
I think that positivity is never going to be replaced.
I did a live stream a couple days ago, which I had to delete because
I've seen it.
Yeah. It's like I said, if there's anything you could take from him passing, which most people are not going to take this, unfortunately, but just learn to have fun with each other and build the community back to the way that it was, because that's what his legacy left behind in the community is.
Yeah, I think that he was a grandfather figure in a sense to a lot of people.
Yeah, one of the best guys to go to a rock concert with.
You can imagine. All right, mine, Street Sense, Al. Definitely one of the OGs. Loved him. Love him. Correction. Super chill. Very gracious. All about gratitude. Mr. I respect that. Mm-hmm. His tastes are very similar to mine. They're a little bit more basic, but I'll criticize him here. He's a little too much of an Aventus lover for me. Love you, Al.
Oh yeah, I dig Al. I wish I could have met Al too. I think he asked me if I would do a Street Sense video with him when I was in New York City, but I had to jet, so I couldn't make it. But yeah, I got nothing negative to say about the guy. The guy's awesome, and more power to him to go up to strangers and be. I fucking hate people.
Like I say here,
I'm not going up to people.
And then
and be like, what do you think?
And the stories that he told me is like people say, "Oh fuck off," kiss my ass, type of thing.
Yeah, no thanks.
He told me some stories.
Yeah, so more power to you for having the balls to go do that, dude. Like,
and it's New Yorkers.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, believe I live in New York. I know.
All right, next one.
Be assholes, and not in a fun-loving way.
Little Angry.
Reggie. Yeah, he hasn't been around for a minute. Florida guy. All about Dolce & Gabbana, the one, and
top tens. The originator of top tens,
Lots
but
of top
a
tens.
lot of the videos would just kind of like overlap one another.
And the biceps and the bald head.
Yeah.
The one with the bald head and the glasses. Yeah, I don't really know. I didn't care for his videos that much, so.
It's all good. All right, so Redolessence, Steven, the professor. Everybody knows Steven. One of the nicest guys in the community. Stays out of the drama. What you see on camera is what you get off camera. People are not aware that Steven does have a sense of humor. He's just very conservative and very introverted on camera. But off camera, Steven actually has a bit of a sense of humor. It's just when Steven does occasionally swear or does tell a dirty joke, you'll be like...
You're taking it back a little bit?
Yeah,
Like,
because you don't know, like, Steven, you got a personality? I did not know that.
No, I got to meet, I mean, Steven is the original fragrance reviewer that I met up with a couple years ago, and he was a pleasure. Him and Igor were both just an absolute pleasure. He showed me around a couple of the great stores, like we went to Atelier Cologne and whatever. Just an awesome guy, always inclusive, and I wish him nothing but success with his line and stuff too.
Exactly. And what I also like about Steven is that he's willing to work with someone, like he's got over 100,000 followers now on YouTube. He's willing to work with someone who has 100.
Yeah.
So that says a lot.
Yeah.
All right. We're almost done, kind of.
I'm getting sweaty.
JoeyCannoli.
I thought you were gonna come kiss me, you son of a bitch. He's supposed to come kiss me this summer, but he didn't. Him and Julissa.
Yeah. Juju.
We're supposed to have like some kind of fucking gangbang. Yeah, no, I love Joey. He's a great guy. We've talked, I mean, real talk, and he's just like more mature than you would ever imagine since he's such a ball buster most of the time.
Oh, big time.
But I love that guy. He's awesome.
Sarcastic, quick with the wit. One of the biggest trolls, but when Joey's actually serious, he's actually very mature. Like a lot of people, he just doesn't show that side to him a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a ball buster, as you said.
He and I have a lot in common. We both gone through a lot that people don't know about that are very, very similar. And man, you talk to that guy about real life shit, and he's a sweetheart.
Yeah. All right. You might have to do this one. D-Master 81.
Oh, Jesus. Holy cow. Yeah, there's not really much to say about him. He was in it for a little bit. He talked like this because his nose was always blocked.
Okay.
Yeah, he did a bunch of splits and stuff. He actually called me out on some shit back when I was a little asshole that did a few shitty things. But yeah, no, he there's not much to say. He wasn't like profound or anything. But,
okay. See, I don't know who that one is. CutlessSupremeSL.
Yeah, we all know that one.
Okay.
Right?
CutlessSupremeSL?
You know him, right?
Brandon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to say?
Was that mine? That was yours. Oh, that was mine. Sorry. Fuck. CutlessSupremeSL. Yeah, no. One of the originals. Like I said earlier in the video, him and Teresa used to do live streams and stuff. He did the original top 6. I can't remember what he called it. The shit. I've got videos of this. I do top 6 every year, and it's all because of him. His starting lineup. Lineup.
Oh yes,
that was him.
You're right. You're right.
So you have him to thank for that. The Muscaravageur craze, the pure malt craze. He's part of all that.
I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of the Distinguished Gent.
I don't know who that is.
I think that's another Brandon. So, well, love the guy too, though. But CutlessSupremeSL, yeah, the originator of the starting lineups.
Yeah, it's funny because he always used to talk about like getting with chicks and stuff, and he's like upstairs in his fucking parents' house. I don't know. It's kind of funny, but whatever.
And you know what? You are right. That was supposed to be mine. Because Tim's like, isn't this one yours? Like, no. But yeah. All right. You're gonna have to help me with this one. George Fourtinas.
George Fourtinas. Yes, he lives over in Greece.
Yep.
Super chill. He was another one that was kind of like just dipping his toe in it a little bit. One of those situations where he was like my age but couldn't afford the same kind of shit that I was doing.
I was gonna say he was a young guy.
From Texas originally, so yeah, really sweet guy.
So all right, so let's go with mine would be okay. I'm gonna need your help with this one. Fábio Condé.
Fábio Condé.
I'll say he's retired. He created his own line. He's from Brazil, and apparently one of the nicest guys out there.
He did mostly Portuguese reviews. I
He did a
believe.
few
He did a
English
few
ones,
English,
but
like 3 or 4 or something. But yeah, super nice guy. I don't really associate with him with anything in particular.
Easy one for you, Katie Puckrik.
Yeah, the one that we all wish she would come back. I mean, that's if you ask any reviewer, they'll be like, pick 3 people that would come back. Katie's one of them. She's incredible.
Queen.
She's like, if I could say so, in this PC culture, she's like sexy.
Yeah, she is.
She's like this articulate professor of perfumery, and I just
And she's artsy fartsy, which is not really for me, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wish she was back just because she had such impeccable taste.
She went back to her blog though.
Yeah, I think she had to stop because there's a conflict of interest. She's like a radio host or something.
I don't know. She moved to London or something like that. All right, so Vitor, a good friend of mine from Brazil. Really poor Brazilian though, just because Brazil hot, humid. Vitor has a hard time dealing with the humidity, and he lives in Vancouver now. So his tastes are very artsy fartsy. Certainly not for me, but I do like Vitor quite a bit. So
yeah, I like Vitor as well. One of the, I associate him and Cubby kind of together.
Yeah, they don't really meet up though. Maybe you might recognize this one, $40.
$40 or whatever.
40.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't remember. He's an older gentleman.
Latino guy.
Yes. God, he's been done for a while, right?
Yeah, for 7 years.
Jeez. Yeah, he in it for like 2 minutes then?
No, he did it for about a year, maybe a year and a half.
Right, so 2 minutes.
He was
In comparison to everybody else that sticks around for like years and years. I don't really remember too much content from him. That must have been when I was in, again, one of my lulls or whatever. I wasn't paying attention to
He did most of his content in Spanish, though.
Yeah.
All right. J.R. Ryder, one of the smooth talkers. He had a bit of a friendly rivalry, I think, with Hero, Miguel, when it comes to La Nuit de l'Homme from YSL. Retired guy, became a cop, and unfortunately got himself into some trouble. So
I could believe that. He looks like... the guy got huge. You ever see? He was fucking jacked. He's like 6'2", and...
He was chubby, but then he lost a lot of the weight.
Yeah, and then he looked like he was, all muscle. But, no, he was definitely one of the guys that got me interested way back in the day.
I mean, I think he was from Jersey, so...
Yep.
All right, so easy one. Robes of weight.
Yeah, God, I could talk about Mark for an hour. Because it's just easy to. I mean, if I had to chalk it up to any particular person as to why I do what I do, look no further. Mark is, in my mind, considered to be, he's the guru, he's the godfather.
He's the
for
best.
Me. Just because he also was around in a time where he was inclusive too. I mean, he did so many wonderful things for this community. The fragrance idol. He used to randomly send like good people. Like he sent me a Lucky Scent gift card just because. He sent one to Brad. He just does nice shit for people to keep us up.
When I met him, I was on cloud 9.
Awesome.
It was one of the biggest moments in my YouTube journey. Mark, if you're watching, please reach out to me. We need to talk, please.
Yeah, big fan of Mark. I hope that I get to meet him someday.
All right, mine, or is it yours?
That was mine.
Okay. Guinea 54, Ball Buster. He is the older version of JoeyCannoli. Didn't really do a lot, but he made a lot of spoofs of Mark. I think he did Joey, the original Guido.
Yeah. I talk to Paulie on a pretty regular basis still. He kind of like reviews my movies for me a little bit and gives me some tips on that kind of stuff. And I'm a big fan of Paulie.
We're almost done. Probably 2 minutes. Raj, the Scentient Man.
Yes, him and Lupe were good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Raj. He's got some good content. He's definitely slowed down the last couple years.
Quite a bit, yeah.
I know that he, like many others, have mentioned that you can get addicted to this kind of thing, and then you get too wrapped up in it, and then you have to take a step back. I've done that too. So more power to him for being self-aware. And I wish nothing but...
Met him, really nice guy. Comes across as very professional, very gentlemanlike on camera, but he definitely has a major sense of humor. and is quite sarcastic. I just wish that I was as articulate as he is. I'm gonna need your help. Sultan of Scent.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Ashland.
Yes.
Ashland. He got himself into a bit of trouble too, as far as the community goes, and he tried apologizing, but it just never stuck.
Okay.
He was unfortunately selling people things and like not getting them to him.
I remember the mustache.
That came when he was trying to apologize.
Okay.
So before that, he had a shit ton of videos. He went and did videos on top of a mountain, like Creed Silver Mountain Water was on top of a mountain when he was snowboarding, and unfortunately, he screwed some people over and they never took it back.
Okay.
So
we got 4 left. Gentleman's Corner, Rizzo. Okay, Rizzo, one of the African American gentlemen, very gentleman-like anyways. He was in the U.S. Navy. He always says, what's going on, gents? He'd always say Alpha Beta, Alpha C. Like, I don't know, he was pledging his alumni. So
okay.
He was very good friends with Coach Rob 619. All right, so my turn. Silverpunk.
Yes. Kevin was the one that I was talking about earlier, the horror fanatic.
Okay, all right. All I know is that unfortunately he took a lot of his content down. Soft-spoken guy. I think he worked in construction.
Yeah, covered in tattoos and beard, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he was a huge horror film fan. He loved some fragrances, houses like La Artisan and Serge Lutens, but yeah, I haven't seen any of his content in a long time.
And we got one more after this one. Tom Barber 21.
I love Tom. I fucking love Tom. Unfortunately, Tom had some personal things. His mother passed, and when that was going on, this was a few years ago, he kind of took a step back, and he's only made, I think, 1 or 2 reviews since. Fucking Fabulous by Tom Ford's one of them.
Yeah.
But I absolutely share the same exact taste as him. Very articulate, soft-spoken, warm-hearted guy.
And the last one, after this long-ass video, I think it was like 50 minutes long, so hopefully, thank you if you're still watching.
Strap in.
Master of Style, British bloke, very gentlemanlike. He always had a hat, he had a shaved head, and always sat in a chair, like an armchair.
I wish I could, dude, that's one of the guys I wish would come back. And he had a conflict of interest too. He was doing like some kind of vlog or blog or something he was writing. And he had to take all his content down, but he was impeccable. I associate him with Yves Saint Laurent's M7. He did the first review of it.
Wow.
So,
all right. So if you're still watching, that's it. That's a long ass video. Hopefully, you got a bit of a history lessons from 2 old guys who are still doing it. But wow. A stroll down memory lane for me, that's for sure.
Yeah, for better or for worse, I guess.
All right, Tim, thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.
Guys, I'm going to try and attach some of those links down below. Unfortunately, some of the names that we mentioned, they did delete their channel. Some of them are still around, so I'm going to definitely attach those links and check them out. If you don't mind quality that was you just talk to a laptop type of thing, back then there wasn't a lot of heavy cuts, edits, or visuals, you might enjoy those.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you for your time, take care, and we'll see you later.
See you later, everybody.
Hopefully you enjoyed that history lesson. Unfortunately, I did miss a few people. Frunkinator is definitely one of them. Frunkinator is from NYC, just a divine young man. Actually, well, I wouldn't say he's young, he's my age, but he's definitely from the old school. Frunk, if you're watching Ed, you need to come back to YouTube, okay? So everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you for watching. Hopefully that you enjoyed this history lesson, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and toodles.